and I didn't feel safe leaving it anywhere else. It wasn't like I was going to put it in a coffee can or something, so I just, kept it in my wallet, and I felt like the most, I had like, I don't know, $800 in my wallet, and whenever I went to pay for something with $100, I felt like the most, the throbbingest blue vein dick you've ever met, where I'm like, can you break 100? It's like, this is for a packet of gum. Yeah, sorry, smallest thing I got. I just felt like, oh God. That said, the fact that 1 in 20 people carry a $100 bill, I would guess they're the ones that want to walk into a Starbucks and pay for 2 lattes in cash. Go on.
2.7 magnitude earthquake hit Downingtown, Pennsylvania on Sunday.
Yeah. If you're not familiar, Downingtown, Pennsylvania is roughly 75 miles northeast of Who Gives a Crap. Go on.
North of where?
Who gives a crap?
A California man spent $40,000 turning his house
gives a crap?
into a playground for his 15 cats.
Yeah, 40 grand turning his house into a playground for his 15 cats. And you're not going to believe this, but ladies, apparently he's single.
And you can apparently smell the YouTube video. It's out there. A small drone was found on the grounds of the White House over the weekend.
I saw that, yeah. Our tax dollars at work protecting our president. A drone found on the grounds of the White House. Obama was never really in any danger, though, because as usual, he was hundreds of miles away playing golf. And when asked why they weren't paying attention to it, well, I think Secret Service agents didn't notice the drone because it was not a Central American prostitute. Go on.
Sarah Palin is seriously interested in running for president in 2016.
Yeah. But I think we should give Mitt Romney another shot. Said no Republicans whatsoever. Sarah Palin, if she, oh, God. It's just the amount of evil and idiocy wrapped up in that hateful little troglodyte package is just... I've never been this person. But if she's a serious contender for president... And by the way, if you're one of the Republican types that are like, what are you talking about? You'd vote Democrat? Yeah. Here's the thing. I don't subscribe to any political party. I reserve the right to vote and carry on however the hell I want to. If I do vote, I vote the person, not the party. Because these labels that you're suckered in by are so increasingly meaningless. They really, really are. Sarah Palin, though, that's probably the only candidate I could think of where I would go out and vote against her just to avoid getting her... Just to avoid President Sarah Palin, that's an unbelievably frightening prospect. She's a reality show fame whore that's trying to pimp out books through hate speech. No is the answer. I would actually get out of bed to pull a lever for whoever is running against Sarah Palin. Put my vote down for none of the above just so she didn't get it. That would be a scary prospect. We should probably spend some time on that this week if this is a real thing. Go on.
Here's another one on the ballot.
Uh-huh.
Donald Trump says he's seriously thinking about running for president in 2016.
Yeah, I take him equally as seriously as I would take Sarah Palin. They're both reality show fame whores. At least Donald Trump is a self-made person. Instead of someone who's just like, hey, if I campaign... I can have the public pay my considerable salary and use that as a jumping off point to get terrible reality shows, jobs on Fox News that I'll get fired from really quickly because I'm awful, just awful. And yeah, no, at least Donald Trump did it himself as opposed to using tax dollars as a bandwagon to move your career in the world of fame whoring upwards. Anyways, Trump thinking of a run for president in 2016, but until he decides on that, he's making another serious decision, whether to fire Geraldo Rivera or Lorenzo Lamas. Go on.
Bet you it's going to be Lorenzo Lamas before.
Yeah.
A sex-themed park for tourists will open in Taiwan.
Yeah, I saw that. Visitors will spend all night waiting to enter the park and then get in and out in less than 10 minutes.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, that's why I get paid the medium bucks. Schools in Illinois sent out letters recently telling parents about a new law that forces students to give their social media accounts passwords to school administrators if they're suspected of cyberbullying on or off campus. Failure to do this, failure to fork over your kids' social media passwords could result in criminal charges. Students in the state of Illinois can now be legally compelled to give their teachers access to their social media accounts. It's this new law. It's intended to crack down on cyberbullying. Well, yeah, you got to understand. Like teachers, administrators going up against 15-year-olds with a grudge. You think they're going to they're going to find this out and be like, okay, cool, my account's clean as a whistle. I'll just invent 20 or 30 other accounts to do my cyberbullying on, and you'll never, ever catch me because they'll be anonymous and horrible. Like, there's no way you're going to get out in front of 15-year-olds on this. They're smarter than you. They're faster than you. They're more adept at using this technology than you are. It's a losing battle. And this law went into effect on January 1st, and it has parents up in arms after letters were sent out last week detailing the rules. One letter sent to parents from the Triad Community Unit School District said, quote, if your child has an account on social networking websites, e.g. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Ask.fm, etc., please be aware that state law requires school authorities to notify you that your child may be asked to provide his or her password for these accounts to school officials in certain circumstances. This might be in order to gain access to his or her account on a social networking website if school authorities have reasonable cause to believe that a student's account on a social networking website contains evidence that a student has violated a school disciplinary rule or procedure. This is the thing. There's no policing this. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. And Democrat state rep and co-sponsor of the law, Laura Fine, says children need to understand that whether they bully a classmate in school or outside of school using digital devices, their actions have consequences. Yeah. Clear violation of the Fourth Amendment and ripe for abuse by some perverted school officials. Just have to parent better in the digital age. Need to prepare the youth for the surveillance state that many lawmakers are into. Thank you so much for hanging out, being part of my radio family. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll do it all over again. Thank you, Funkhauser. Good show, I thought, today.